RSI 14 is 98 and the stock is extremely overbought on RSI 14, but may also continue to gain. Some stocks see their best performance while being overbought, but very seldom does RSI remain so high for a long time without short corrections. Risk has therefore increased and larger daily movements can be expected over the next couple of days. High volatility in AACG Creativity Global stock price on Thursday, which ended trading at $14.30, updated on February 4, 2021. Buy or hold candidate since January 5, 2021 gain 162.60%. The AACG Creativity Global stock price gained 951.47% on the last trading day Thursday, February 4, 2021, rising from $1.36 to $14.30. During the day the stock fluctuated 472.46% from a day low at $3.45 to a day high of $19.75. The price has been going up and down for this period, and there has been a 921.43% gain for the last 2 weeks. Volume has increased on the last day along with the price, which is a positive technical sign, and, in total, 310 million more shares were traded than the day before. In total, 310 million shares were bought and sold for approximately $4.43 billion. The stock has broken the very wide and strong rising the short-term trend up, and an even stronger rate of rising is indicated. For any reaction back, there will now be support on the roof on the current trend broken at $2.66, a level that may pose a second chance to hit a runner. According to fan theory, $3.94 will be the next possible trend top level and thereby pose a resistance level that may not be broken at the first attempt. Signals and forecast. The AACG Creativity Global stock holds buy signals from both short and long-term moving averages, giving a positive forecast for the stock. Also, there is a general buy signal from the relation between the two signals where the short-term average is above the long-term average. On corrections down, there will be some support from the lines at $3.19 and $1.64. A breakdown below any of these levels will issue sell signals. A buy signal was issued from a pivot bottom point on Thursday, January 28, 2021, and so far it has risen 125.98%. Further rise is indicated until a new top pivot has been found. Furthermore, there is a buy signal from the 3 months moving average convergence divergence (MACD). Volume is rising along with the price. This is considered to be a good technical signal. Support, risk and stop loss. There is no support from accumulated volume below today's level, and given the right condition the stock may perform very badly in the next couple of days. The stock has average movements during a day and with good trading volume, the risk is considered to be medium. During the last day, the stock moved $16.30 between high and low, or 472.46%. For the last week, the stock has had a daily average volatility of 99.04%. The AACG Creativity Global stock is extremely overbought on RSI 1498. Normally this may pose a good selling opportunity, but since the stock has broken the trend up, the chance for a major correction due to high RSI is very small, as the stock will find support at the trend broken. Our recommended stop loss, $13.87 minus 3.04%. This stock has medium daily movements and this gives medium risk. The RSI 14 is 98 and this increases the risk substantially. There is a buy signal from a pivot bottom found 5 days ago. Is AACG Creativity Global stock a buy? AACG Creativity Global holds several positive signals, but we still don't find these to be enough for a buy candidate. At the current level, it should be considered as a hold candidate. Hold or accumulate in this position whilst awaiting further development. Due to some small weaknesses in the technical picture, we have downgraded our analysis conclusion for this stock since the last evaluation from a buy candidate to a hold accumulate candidate. Current score, 0.000. Predicted opening price for AACG Creativity Global of Friday, February 5, 2021. The predicted opening price is based on yesterday's movements between high, low, and the closing price. Fair opening price February 5, 2021. Current price $12.50. AACG is overvalued compared to its price of $14.30 per share, has below average safety, and is currently rated a hold. Recommendation Rec Hold REC reflects the cumulative effect of all the VectorVest parameters working together. These parameters are designed to help investors buy safe, undervalued stocks rising in price. Value Current price, $14.30. Current value, $1.03. AACG has a current value of $1.03 per share. Compared to a price of $14.30 per share, the stock is currently overvalued. Value is computed from forecasted earnings per share, forecasted earnings growth, profitability, interest, and inflation rates. Upside potential relative value RV Very poor RV is an indicator of long-term price appreciation potential. AACG has an RV of 0.14, which is very poor on a scale of 0.00 to 2.00. This indicator is far superior to a simple comparison of price and value because it is computed from an analysis of projected price appreciation 3 years out, AAA corporate bond rates, and risk. Safety Relative safety RS Poor RS is an indicator of risk. AACG has an RS of 0.81, which is poor on a scale of 0.00 to 2.00. RS is computed from an analysis of the consistency and predictability of a company's financial performance, debt-to-equity ratio, sales volume, business longevity, price volatility and other factors. Timing Relative timing RT Excellent RT analyzes a stock's price trend. AACG has a relative timing of 1.41, which is excellent on a scale of 0.00 to 2.00. RT is computed from an analysis of the direction, magnitude, and dynamics of a stock's price movements day over day, week over week, quarter over quarter and year over year. If a trend dissipates, RT will gravitate toward 1.00. Overall rating value safety timing VST Fair VST is the master indicator for ranking every stock in the VectorVest database. AACG has a VST rating of 0.99, which is fair on a scale of 0.00 to 2.00. VST is computed from the square root of a weighted sum of the squares of RV, RS, and RT. Stocks with the highest VST ratings have the best combinations of value, safety and timing. STOP Stop price $4.38 stop is an indicator of when to sell a position. AACG has a stop of $4.38 per share. A stock's stop is computed from a 13-week moving average of its closing prices, and is fine-tuned according to the stock's fundamentals. CI Comfort Index Very poor CI is an indicator which reflects a stock's ability to resist severe and/or lengthy price declines. AACG has a CI rating of 0.48, which is very poor on a scale of 0.00 to 2.00. CI is based solely upon a stock's long-term price history. GRT Earnings Growth Rate GRT reflects a company's 1 to 3 year forecasted earnings growth rate in percent per year. AACG has a forecasted earnings growth rate of 2.00%, which VectorVest considers to be poor. EPS Earnings per share EPS stands for leading 12 months earnings per share. AACG has a forecasted EPS of $-0.51 per share. VectorVest determines this forecast from a combination of recent earnings performance and traditional fiscal and/or calendar year earnings forecasts. PE Price to Earnings Ratio PE shows the dollars required to buy $1 of earnings. AACG has a PE of -28.04. The average PE of all the stocks in the VectorVest database is 67.68. EY Earnings Yield EY reflects earnings per share as a percent of price. AACG has an EY of -3.57%. This is below the current average of 1.48% for all the stocks in the VectorVest database. Gpe Growth to PE ratio AACG has a Gpe rating of -0.07. A stock is commonly considered to be undervalued when Gpe is greater than 1.00. DIV Dividend VectorVest reports annual, regular, cash dividends as indicated by the most recent payments. special distributions, one-time payments, stock dividends, etc., are not generally included in DIV. AACG does not pay a dividend. DY dividend yield. DY reflects dividend per share as a percent of price. AACG does not pay a dividend, so it does not have a dividend yield rating. DY equals 100x DIV price. It is useful to compare DY with EY. If DY is not significantly lower than EY, the dividend payment may be in jeopardy. DS Dividend Safety. DS is an indicator of the assurance that regular cash dividends will be declared and paid at current or at higher rates for the foreseeable future. AACG does not pay a dividend, so it does not have a dividend safety rating. Stocks with DS values above 75 typically have RS values well above 1.00 and EY levels that are much higher than DYDG. Dividend growth rate. Dividend growth is a forecasted annual growth rate of a company's dividend based on historical dividend payments and dividend predictability. It is a subtle yet important indicator of a company's financial performance. It also provides some insight into the board's outlook on the company's ability to increase earnings. AACG does not pay a dividend, so it does not have a dividend growth rating. YSG Vector. YSG is an indicator which combines DY, DS and DG into a single value, and allows direct comparison of all dividend-paying stocks in the database. AACG does not pay a dividend, so it does not have a YSG rating. Stocks with the highest YSG values have the best combinations of dividend yield, safety and growth. These are the stocks to buy for somewhat above current income and long-term growth. AVGVOL. AVGVOL is the 50-day moving average of daily volume as computed by VectorVest. AACG has an AVGVOL of 48,144 shares traded per day. Percent vol. Percent vol reflects the percent change in today's trading volume as compared to the AVGVOL. Percent vol equals volume. AVGVOL/AVGVOL 100. AACG had a percent vol of 643,855.47% on Thursday, February 4, 2021. PRC, AACG price change 951.47% from the prior day's closing price. Sales, AACG has annual sales of 22 million. Sales growth. Sales growth is the sales growth rate in percent over the last 12 months. AACG has a sales growth of 5.00% per year. This is fair. Sales per share. SPS. AACG has annual sales of 71 cents per share. Price to sales ratio.